Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Tellus back with another edition of Straight Talk Uncut. And today is Thursday, which is Documentary Thursday, in which I give sort of a review of or my thoughts on a documentary that I recently saw. Eventually, if I stick to this format, if I stick to including documentaries in the show, in the channel, I'm going to have some sort of format. Just to revisit my whole purpose for having these different things, these different subject matters on different days, is because I do a lot of different stuff, and it was hard for me to choose one. And I know, like, you're supposed to find a niche, but I was like, you know what? Let me just see which one I stick with. See which one is going to be easier for me to produce on a consistent basis, and then see where it goes. So I posted Wednesdays today. I was late on that one, and it was because I was having technical difficulties. So I use Move AVI for my editing, but I also use DaVinci Resolve. But it's been a while since I've used DaVinci Resolve. So I was going back and forth between these two programs, and one is DaVinci Resolve. You have the ability to have a template made. You know, you can have everything set once, like your title clip, whatever stingers and all anything like that. Your end credits, beginning credits. You can have things like that. Your subscription buttons and little animations and whatever. You can have all that stuff set up. Even your coloring and your actually, you can't do your sound. You can't have at least in the free version of DaVinci Resolve, you can't have a template for your sound as far as I know. So I wanted to use that, but the Move AVI is good, but it's slow. There's a lag. And it was only like a $30 program, $30-$40 I think I paid for it. And it's a good program. It has a lot of features, but it just has this lag in it, right? And so I started with with Move AVI, but if you saw Wednesday's episode, I wanted to do that, adding in that music in there, and it was just taking too long on Move AVI, so I switched over to DaVinci, but DaVinci has I updated it, and unfortunately when I updated it, it removed all of my settings that I had it set to where it can run optimized on my system. And it was just choppy. It wasn't running, at speed. So, and I noticed once I uploaded Wednesdays that the Fat Boys audio you can only hear it in one ear, in one speaker, or one channel. So it is what it is, man. And also this camera I'm using, this Sony, what is it, CX330 or something like that. Something happened with the audio. There was like a rumble that I didn't hear before. So I don't know if that happened in the editing or something, but I'm going to see on this one. I'm already looking at the original camera that I was going to get, the Canon Vixia HF R800, or that line R500, 600, 700, one of those, because it has a mic input. I went to Best Buy today just to look at it, and it's pretty comparable to this camera. The biggest difference is, one, this is a wide-angle lens, so I'm not sure how that's going to play out, not having a wide-angle lens in this close space. Otherwise, I'm going to be like right here on you guys. I'm going to be like right up here. Hey, man, welcome to Straight Talk Uncut. How y'all doing? I'm going to be right here. So, but the Canon also has a mic input. So, I mean, it's just, it's just stuff I got to figure out. The quality is something going on with the export, the output file that is getting compressed too much or something. So I got to figure it out. But so that's why that one was so late, and that's why I'm so late doing this one. And hopefully I can get it up. Hopefully I can get it up by tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm going to be off schedule. All right, Documentary Thursday. The documentary for today, Remastered. Who Killed Jam Master Jay? Now, so I remember this happened like in October 2002, something like October 30th, 2002. I remember when I heard about it, when I saw it, it was one of those things to where, like, there are certain rappers you hear about getting shot. It was like, well, yeah, he talk about this stuff. This is the kind of lifestyle he live. But with somebody like Jam Master Jay, man, it's almost just like if Jazzy Jeff got shot. If Jazzy Jeff got murdered. It's kind of like the same thing, because I don't think first of all, Jam Master Jay, Run DMC Jam Master Jay, they weren't like gangster rappers. I don't know what their personal life is. That's why I wanted to watch this documentary. I've seen documentaries on Daryl, on DMC, but I don't think there was one on Run. I know Run had that reality show, and I know Daryl he went through like some alcoholism and stuff like that. But I don't think any of them had like any kind of gangsterness that happened. So this was just like, man, like, what kind of environment is that to where a dude gets shot down? And I remember at first, actually, I didn't learn this until I watched the documentary, because initially I thought it was an accident. I thought they were shooting at somebody he was with. I thought he was just, in the wrong place at one time, but I didn't know he was the target. Because, again, if I did know, I forgot about it. I didn't know he was the actual target, which is just baffling, man. Especially since I think it was soon after he discovered 50 Cent, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the timeline, but so this documentary, it was, I got some notes here. It was, who was it? It was directed by this guy named Brian Oakes. Look, man, the story is one thing. It was well put together, and what I liked about it is you didn't see a lot of big name rappers. A lot of times these music documentaries, these rap documentaries are stuffed with just big name rappers, just giving like one or two lines, enough just to stuff the marquee or stuff the cast list with these big name rappers. But it wasn't like that, man. It was all seemed to be close-knit friends of Jam Master Jay. It was real. It was kind of like a real intimate documentary, and it seemed like they were all on the same page. You know what I mean? So it was like you can follow. It was like a concise story that you can follow without getting tripped up over some extra drama. Like a lot of times, documentaries do that. They add in all this other stuff to take away from the documentary piece, if that makes any sense. But there was one part in the documentary that was just because when I watch these things, of course I want to know the story, but being a creative person, I'm also looking at the storytelling, the cinematography, all of that. So there was this part in there where they were describing the crime scene or the whole incident, everything that happened. And they use these drawn mannequins, the little models, little wooden model mannequins that has the articulating arms and legs and head and everything that you can, you can practice drawing different body forms in positions and poses. They use that in the way, it's hard to explain. You just have to see it. The way they had like this low lighting, and you knew what they were, but it still told a story the way they kind of like zoomed in. There was at one point they showed like the killer running, and he had like this little gun in his hand, but it's the little mannequin thing. It was like they could have easily probably, actually I don't know how easily it would have been. I don't know what their budget was, but they could have did like some CGI thing or some computer animation. But they did, man. And I think if they had, I'm trying to move my little carpet thing. If they had, it would have thrown off the way the story was going, the way they put it together. If they all of a sudden you see some animation in there of the crime scene. You've seen those goofy animations of crime scenes. Like, it was perfect, man. So that goes to the skills of the cinematographer and the camera operator. Actually, who was the camera operator? I had some notes here. The camera operator, Vernon Rudolph. Just the way it was done, and the lighting and everything is like, it just told the story without using anything but these little things, these little, little figures, right? And if you don't know the ending, well, they never found out who did it. There was there was a few suspects. All of them, I think, were close to Jam Master Jay, but they never figured out who did it. The same with Tupac, and the same with Big, and anybody else, any other rapper. They never found out who did it. But yeah, man, it's just one of those sad stories. One of those, like, why? Like, I mean, here's a guy, like, I don't think there was any bad word ever said about him during the whole thing. Like, sometimes, I mean, there was some stuff that came out, like he may have been selling drugs or trying to come up doing drugs, but it wasn't. I don't think that was solidified. I don't think that theory was solidified. But you know how sometimes you're watching, like sometimes I listen to like a true crime podcast, and it's about one person, and it start off like this person was just so innocent. Like, I mean, look, I'm not like saying anyone should get murdered, anyone should get killed, no matter what. But I'm just saying, like, there is a difference from someone putting themselves in a situation to where harm can happen. Harm can happen to any of us. We can be in the most innocent place. You can be in church. You can be in the most innocent place. But I'm just saying, like, the percentage goes up if you're doing foul things and putting yourself in foul situations. It didn't seem like that was the thing with Jam Master Jay. It was like maybe once or twice, but he didn't live a life to where he was always putting himself in a situation to where he can be just murdered, man, just murdered cold. But yeah, it's definitely worth watching. I think that's kind of how I'm gonna rate him. Is it worth your time or not? Normally, if I'm watching a documentary and it's not worth my time, like, I just stop. I just stop. But I'm real specific with the ones I watch, so I won't have to waste some time. But yeah, definitely worth watching if you have Netflix. I'm not sure if it's on Hulu or Prime or anything else. No, it says Netflix. It's a Netflix original. But there it is again, Remastered. Who Killed Jam Master Jay? Good documentary. Definitely worth watching. And it's only it's less than an hour, I think. I think it's less than an hour. So an easy one, man. It wasn't drawn out. Yeah, it was a good one. I'm going to be doing some things, getting the quality better. I'm going to be trying to get some views to the channel. Like, subscribe, comment. My goal for this year, for 2019, is 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal, 1,000. Help me get there. I'm going to be doing some giveaways to boost my sales on Good Fun shirts. So I'm going to be doing some giveaways and sending out some stuff to subscribers so they can test out the quality and give me some, because I can't buy every design I can't buy every product, So even though I am going to be ordering some stuff, but I can't test out everything. So I'm going to be doing that, giving out stuff, giving out some freebies so I can get your thoughts on quality, because I outsource. I use a printer, and for the most part I use the same brand, which is Bella Canvas, that I was using here myself. This shirt is a Bella Canvas shirt. So if you guys see me like wearing what looks like the same shirts, it's not the same shirt, man. I have probably 15 of these shirts in all different colors and stuff. Because once I like a fit or like a shirt, I just buy the same thing. I I'm not like a fashion guy. I just find something and wear it. Hoodies, you may see me with a blue hoodie. I have like 4 blue hoodies. My wife just bought me 2 more for Christmas. It's the same brand, same color, blue. I got on. Well, you won't see it because I like to put my videos in black and white, but this is blue. So, but yeah, so if you subscribe, you can be in on those freebies and discounts as far as coupon codes and discount codes I'm going to be giving out to subscribers. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I know that's what I want to do. So stay tuned. I hope this audio quality is going to be better than the Wednesday Wellness. I just wasn't happy with that. I mean, I'm a guy that does voiceovers. So I'm real, and I wasn't before. I wasn't as keen on audio quality as I am now. You know, I knew bad quality from good quality, but I listen to audio quality a lot more now that I've been testing out different microphones and stuff like that. So yeah, I apologize for that. But let me know what you guys think about the format, the channel so far. Let me know which subject matter is something that you guys will keep coming back for. You know, I just want to gauge, and I wish I could put up a poll, but I don't think I can do that because I don't have enough subscribers. So yeah, so that's why I want that. That's why that 1,000 is my, you know, my first goal, to get that, and so I can, you know, do more stuff. But that's it, man. I'm going to go try to get this up quick. Like I always say, I don't know a lot, but what I do know, I talk straight about. This has been Straight Talk Uncut. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Talk to you in the next episode.